So just arrived at Bordeaux airport and we're off to Seville, staying in Jerez for a week, the home of Xeres. But here's something interesting at Bordeaux airport. It's actually got a vineyard. Bordeaux airport's got its own vineyard. Amazing, the vineyard. I wonder what they're going to call the wine from here. I don't know. Chateau Airport 86, sounds like a film. In this video we're looking at 5 brilliant things to do in and around Jerez de la Frontera down in southern Spain. Here's a spoiler alert. These things are not lifted from a guidebook. They're just things that caught our attention during our week-long trip down to Jerez. We have arrived in Jerez and it's an interesting place. We're in the old town at the moment and just walking through these orange groves up near the Alcazar, which was the old fort, and I'm going to go into the Alcazar in a moment and have a look around. We'll probably just get some lunch first because we've not eaten yet. So we're in the Alcazar in Jerez, which is a historic monument that was built around the 12th and 13th century. I think it's actually pronounced Alcazar. It's a fortified city that was built in the already fortified city of Jerez. There used to be 18 mosques in the city, but now this one in the Alcazar is the only remaining one. The extremely impressive palace was a later addition to the structure. It was added in 1664. The Alcazar is a great place to spend a couple of hours, and it's a cheap afternoon out. It costs just €5 a person. Wednesday night is football night. What's your view on that? What's your view on it? What do you mean?
I don't have one.
You don't have a view?
No, it's football.
Oh, where was it? Oh, I thought there were going to be a goal then. So would you come again?
No.
Why not?
I
What's
don't
wrong
even
with
know
it?
why I'm here. I'm freezing. Absolutely freezing.
Alright, so it's not for you then?
No.
So why the hell did we end up going to a non-league football game in southern Spain when there are 2 top-flight teams just a few miles away in Sevilla and Cadiz? The answer's pretty simple. Neither of those 2 teams are actually playing. It cost us just €10 to get into this match. You just have to do something like this. One of the things that Jerez is famous for is producing sherry, which is a fortified wine often drunk by old aunties. For €16 you can visit this bodega at Diez Marito, which dates back to 1760. The tour includes a sherry tasting with some nibbles, but to be honest, I would give the sherry a miss and leave it to the old aunties. As you look at the footage on this one, you might notice some mould on the vaulted ceilings. It's not because of a leaky roof, it's actually caused because of the ageing process of the sherry. I remember a landlord that I had in London years ago telling me the same thing when I spotted mould in the bathroom. During the trip to southern Spain, this was probably the least interesting thing that we stumbled across. I think it's something that you should do, but it's not really mega exciting. Came up from Jerez. This is called something like Picacho. Probably in. I'll check it up later. a bit of an unexpected find. The scenery is breathtaking. You're up amongst loads of olive groves and things like that, and there's a rainbow over there. I'm not sure you can see it or not. Hopefully you can. It's quite distinctive. Well, as you would expect, it's not called Picacho, but it is called El Picacho, and it's just under 3,000 feet high, situated in the Sierra del Crazalema National Park. We were up there at the end of January in some winter sunshine. It was about 19 degrees, but the wind was absolutely crazy. So we found this road, and at one point a cow tried to stop us from going any further. Perhaps it knew why we shouldn't be following this road. I had this logic that it was a really good road, so it must go somewhere. But as it turns out, the somewhere was a military radar station on the top of a fog-bound Pico de Zapata.
Oh no, we've got to turn around and go back down. No.
This time out on the Atlantic over at Cadiz. We came up here a couple of days ago, and I've come back now because it was a sunny day, and we're down near the sea. We're going to be touring through the town, the old town, and having a look at what's on offer there, and just spend a little bit of time chilling in the sun. It's about 18 degrees I think, or 19 degrees at the moment, which is quite pleasant, but it's on the Atlantic and it's very, very windy. If I had a toupee on, or wore a toupee, by now it would have blown off and it'd be somewhere on the motorway over there. Luckily I haven't, so there we are. But, just got a bald head. Look at that sea. The Roman Catholic Cathedral dates back to 1722, and its construction took over 100 years. It has pride of place in Cadiz, situated slap bang in the middle of the old town. The central market of Cadiz is somewhere you've got to go. There are over 100 stalls here, half of which are just devoted to selling seafood. There's also a great selection of bars and food stalls. I definitely recommend spending an hour here over lunchtime. This chap turned up around lunchtime selling plates of fresh sea urchins for €5 a pop. Imagine that happening in Meadow Hall. We ended our day with a walk around some of the charming squares in the old town. Would I come to Cadiz again? I certainly would, although I imagine in January it's somewhat quieter than it might be in the height of summer.